common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another live episode of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
We strive to be your one-stop shop for crypto and stock, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news. We also do giveaways. So yes, we're going to do a giveaway from our last live show. But if you want to participate in the giveaway for this live show, hit that like and subscribe button and then leave a comment in the comments section below with your RPD wallet address or your Telegram handle if you are in the RPD tip bot. We give away coins every time. This will be for, let's say, 10,000 RPD. You got any last words before we jump right into this?
Hello? No. Pretty quiet around here, so not much to talk about. Bitcoin's just slowly working higher.
First I was like, what are you doing?
Just
Not a ton of news either. We're going to talk a little bit about why Fidelity is saying Bitcoin is just getting started. This is an institution talking about institutional players coming in and why Bitcoin is set to explode. And then again, if you have not already seen it, which you probably have, from Grayscale, they are launching a television campaign. Hashtag drop gold. What are they dropping gold for? To buy Bitcoin. Pretty great commercial. If you haven't seen it already, maybe Todd will pull it up. And we'll talk a little bit more about what Barry Silbert is saying to Yahoo Finance and others about why people should start investing, using, and speculating in Bitcoin and altcoins moving forward. Let's jump right into this.
Daddy's here.
Oh, well, my screen is not working properly. So, you know what that means. Technical analysis from the Todd Father first. Then we'll hop over here to CoinMarketCap, one news article, a giveaway, and then into the chat box.
Well, this is the Bitcoin 2 hour. If we throw up some Elliott wave counts. No, not on this one. Sorry. Let's look at... this is the kind of the roadmap I've been showing. I'm still... it's changing a little bit with the Tether news, so I'm trying to figure that out. This would be somewhat possible that we're still just have completed a couple fourth waves. We're headed up for another fifth. And if not, this fourth wave could just work sideways here, I think, where maybe we've done an A down, we're working on a B up, maybe do a triangle again here, or do a flat. So I wouldn't rule out another break down to 4,900. I'm not leaning that way, but that wouldn't, I don't think, change anything for me. So, we've came off a buy at around 52. Our last buy out the software was 52.56. So, I still think I'm going to let this thing try to subdivide higher. You could easily say this is a 1-2 and this is a wave 3. So we'll just keep slowly working higher, which again, I'm kind of leaning to that. Litecoin 72.52 looks kind of like, maybe a one wave off the bottom and just a flat correction here before it could get going again. So again, I guess just staying long, looking for them to still work higher. And if they don't, then we're just going to change some Elliott wave counts here to move this wave 4 maybe over to here or something, or maybe into a triangle. So I still think we just continue to work higher. Some of that, as I keep showing, which is still has somewhat worked, is the Bitfinex long shorts. The red line is shorts. You can see that they just went to a new high here as we speak. And you've got green down here as the net longs that continue to sit down here in the seller. So I think that's ultimately supportive, which means we just keep working higher here on this roadmap that I've been showing. And then you got Ethereum 162.50. This looks like we've already had an ABC down, so that's why I'm kind of leaning still more friendly. But we really would want to see these things dig in here, maybe overnight, see if we can finally get Bitcoin through 5,600 and get Litecoin, Ethereum, and some of these working quicker and higher, faster. So NEO is one that I thought would get going here. I still like this one short term. So I'm anxious to see if that one can get through the 1050. We've got BAT not doing much. I
want you to look at Ripple too.
I gave that buy at 38.50 when we came down and did this low. Not doing too bad. I know BNB heated up here 7.8%. So, again, that could be an ABC down. This could be an ABC up. So still we could do a fourth wave triangle if we don't get going here. And that would still be extremely friendly. So again, nothing else sideways here for a little longer before we work higher. And there's Ripple. I'd shown the spring in a test, and it'd be nice if it would bolt higher again, get up to this 35 level, get through these resistance levels.
And if you were in XRP, what would be your stop on the bottom end? Where do you not want to see XRP break below to where that chart starts looking ugly?
I mean, I probably wouldn't let this 0.285 get away. I'd hate to see this level really give away. 0.297. I guess it doesn't matter if your bags are too full. I definitely would have a stop here probably at the test low. If your bags aren't too full and you're looking longer term, it could come back down here and test these lows, I guess, and try to work higher later. So I think it really matters your time frame and how much you got and if you're overextended. If you're overextended, you need to have a few stops in. Ultimately, I'm still bullish longer term, so I guess I'm more interested in making sure your bag's filled.
Before we get into the news, we got Stimmerdatus. I'm Nixtradamus. You can't steal my name. It says, Quantum Google News. Can you sum it up? Thanks. Essentially, all the Google news is everybody's like, oh my God, Qdom partnered with Google. No, that's not what happened. They're writing it off as a partnership with Google Cloud. All that means is they paid a developer fee that allowed their developers to build in scripts to allow different tools to be launched on the cloud. Essentially, instead of you going and getting a VPN or a virtual private network for $10 a month or whatever it is, then you can put your Qdom wallet on there and stake from there, right? Well, all this is essentially people at home can now pay $15 a month to get the Qdom full node blockchain on a VPN on the Google Cloud. Then you can stake on there and develop all directly from the cloud. Great. It does make it easier for the user. More people have access to Google Cloud, as well as, some people aren't familiar with virtual private networks or AWS or anything like that. But the downside is it does come a little more costly. Also, I'm not really sold on the security of cloud. I don't put pictures on the cloud. I don't recommend putting any private keys on the cloud. So I don't know if I wouldn't put those on the cloud, why would I want to put a full node and have my entire staking wallet on that cloud? Now, I could be wrong. Maybe things haven't been hacked, but that's really what it is. If you want something easier to use, and they're going to have the Google brand name, which is great, but really for the project itself, it's not big news at all. And time will tell how many people even decide to use the Google Cloud component for staking. I think the biggest thing for it will be for developers. Can be an easier way for them to develop with the Qdom full node on the cloud. But I don't know about you, but I'm not leaving my Qdom staking funds on Google Cloud at this point in time.
The news unit says crypto bag holders, everybody in here. You know how stupid that sounds when Bitcoin's been the number one performing asset last 10 years. I mean, man, sit down. That's some stupid shit. I got a client that's got Bitcoin at 100, 150, still trading, still buying, and made millions. So, yeah, it sounds like you bought the top. So,
Cameron Work with the $10 super chat. Shout out to you, Cameron. Really appreciate it. He said Litecoin is the right coin.
Uh-oh. Well, put up the Litecoin logo.
That means, you know what that means? Cameron Work, that means tomorrow I'm going to have to go ahead and print out of the Litecoin logo, and we're going to have to hang it. Shout out to you, $10 or more, and you're going to get a little Litecoin advertisement up here. I had to make this for Brandon Fuller. But yeah, I really do like Litecoin. I appreciate Charlie Lee. I like what he's doing in the space. I've also met John Kim and others. They're really spreading the word. The biggest thing is people are like, oh, Litecoin hasn't done any development in forever, and Digibyte's faster, some other options are faster. Well, that's all true. But the best tech doesn't always win. What does win is adoption, utilization of these networks, drive price appreciation of the network. The way cryptocurrencies are set up, there's only one place for that value to flow, and that is in the native cryptocurrency of the blockchain. In Litecoin's network's case, that is LTC. More users, more people paying with it, more people buying, more people hodling, more people recognizing the name. Well, then the price is going to go up. That's why we have been saying, especially into this last rally, we thought Litecoin was going to lead the charge. That's one that a lot of our Discord and Patreon members were buying, one that a lot of the Crypto Private Client group was buying, and it did outperform Bitcoin and others. I think it is a very good large cap coin that's going to be around for the foreseeable future, and is really gaining a lot of its network effect, kind of piggybacking off of Bitcoin as well. You see a lot of times when you see Bitcoin accepted here, you always see Bitcoin and Litecoin accepted here, which that branding is ultimately going to keep it around for a very long time. On top of that, since Bitcoin doesn't really have active community members as far as getting adoption and merchant adoption, Litecoin really does that a lot. And what Litecoin does smart, intelligently, is like they have a meetup coming up, and the store that is doing the meetup is going to accept Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Digibyte. So it's a win-win, keeps all the communities going. And again, that's why we preach to buy Litecoin leading off that last bottom there, as it did outperform others. So shout out to you, Cameron Work. Really appreciate it. We'll have Todd look at the LTC chart here in a little bit as well. And if I remember, I'll get a little LTC logo on here for you as well.
What's up, Jeffrey Hammers, Tony M? A couple people ain't been here for a while. Glad to have you back.
We did have our Patreon only live show on Tuesday. That's why we weren't live on here. Shout out to the 3 winners. We gave away one Zen 10,000 RPD or 50,000 RPD and a Litecoin sign right here. Oh, it's not even here. I guess Todd's signing it. There it is. That little Litecoin wooden sign is getting sent out. It is the beginning of the month, so check out our Patreon if you want to get in our private Discord, be entered in our Patreon only giveaways, and of course the Patreon only live shows. So just wanted to let you guys know about that, because that is why we were not live on Tuesday. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see if my screen's working. There it is. So what I want you guys to understand is that Bitcoin was created out of necessity and the desire for a better global monetary system, not just to take us all to the moon and make us rich. Although that is great, and if you're an early speculator, early user, and trader, you have made a ton of money off the volatility and the alpha that can be generated in this market. But this article here is just a reminder of the real purpose of blockchain technology as a monetary system and what really the future holds for Bitcoin, Litecoin, Digibytes, Rapids, and others. The Bolivar to Bitcoin volume today, even with the bear market happening, hit all-time highs as Venezuela crisis intensifies. First of all, I'd like to start off and say I feel bad for everybody in Venezuela. This isn't, what is going on there is absolutely terrible. And I know some individuals, David Hayes from YouTube does a lot with Venezuela because he actually has family members still there. He's down there making an initiative. We see Digibyte and Dash trying to work their way into the ecosystem. But it seems like for all of these people who live here, they are leaning on one asset that hopefully doesn't continue to lose value, and that is Bitcoin. They already saw their life savings in Boulevard dump. Hyperinflation has made that thing worth almost nothing, and whatever they have left, instead of holding on to those, hoping that the Bolivar market rebounds, they're going ahead and swapping it to Bitcoin. This can be seen via data. All-time high Bitcoin trading volume is occurring right now in Venezuela as the crisis and maybe what could be, I think it was on CNN, about a military coup or a civilian coup going on there, and things are getting terrible. And this is really what Bitcoin is made for. So hopefully they're swapping out their Bolivar, their government can get figured out, and then Bitcoin could appreciate in price and utilization and use cases so those individuals can use Bitcoin to buy KFC, buy food, buy supplies, whatever it is that they need in order to live. All right, this is the big article that I wanted to talk about today. This is it right here. If you're bearish on Bitcoin, this is for you. What's his name over here? What's his name? The news unit. Well, this news is for you. Here you go. Listen in, and maybe you'll learn a thing or two. Maybe you won't buy Bitcoin at 20K next time. Bearish on Bitcoin. This Fidelity research will turn you into a raging bull. Fidelity Digital Assets, a subsidiary of the world's 4th largest asset manager with $2.46 trillion in assets under management, said in a research paper that institutional investments in Bitcoin and other crypto assets are likely to increase over the next 5 years. Nearly half of the respondents, 47%, appreciate that digital assets are an innovative technology play. 46% find digital assets a low correlation to other assets among the most appealing characteristic. Financial advisors are 74% of them, and family offices, 80% of them, view the characteristics of digital assets most favorably. If you took this poll back in 2017, I can almost guarantee that the numbers for all of those are probably in the single digits, as a lot of them are misinformed and listening to Warren Buffett and Jamie Dimon and Bill Gates when they were calling this rat poison. Well, they seem to be a little wrong. Quote, we just completed a survey with about 450 different institutions, so everything from family offices to registered investment advisors all the way to hedge funds. It's interesting. I think about 20% indicated that they currently allocate to digital assets with an intention to grow that allocation in the future. In recent months, especially in the first quarter of 2019, the institutional sector of crypto has seen a significant progress in strengthening custodial services and infrastructure. Remember, guys, people are not going to advise people to buy cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin, or they're not going to do it themselves until there is a trust system there and proper custodial services. These people are they have a fiduciary obligation to their clients, and they are held liable for any lost funds. So if there isn't an easy way for them to onboard their clients to crypto and a safe manner with low insurance costs, then they simply can't do it, even if they want to. Bakkt, a subsidiary of ICE, the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange, recently announced its acquisition of digital asset custody company, taking its first steps towards facilitating the potential inflow of capital from institutions. Existing companies within the crypto sector in the likes of BitGo have received regulatory approval to operate as a trusted custodial service provider, offering institutions a wide range of services to rely on to commit to the market. For institutions, whether the Bitcoin price is at a yearly high or a yearly low is less of importance. Rather, the quality of custodial services and whether the infrastructure that supports the crypto market can handle large institutional demand is key. We've been talking about this for months. The macro fundamentals are not changing. The timeline has. Yes, it sucks. Boo-hoo. You can either cry about it or stack up the bags, accumulate, make some good trades to stack up the bags, participate in mining, participate in staking, participate in masternodes, which a lot of you are, and you guys are going to be the beneficiaries of that. Instead of chasing after Bitcoin passes through 10,000, we've been buying from 3,000 up to this 5,500 level, as well as accumulating altcoins via proof of stake and other metrics. Quote, this is the last quote of the article, the institutional sentiment mirrors many of the positive developments we've observed. Venture investment continues, alongside good development work and increasing regulatory conversations. Institutions are more aware of these developments now than they were 6 to 12 months ago. Just like I said, if they would have taken this survey 6 months ago, a year ago, I guarantee all of these numbers would have been in the single digits. Now they're approaching the 50% mark. People are starting to dip their toes in. People are starting to have some interest, and people understand that this is going to be a non-correlating investable asset class that now Grayscale is saying will replace gold. Todd, do you happen to have that video available? Maybe they can listen to it on there.
No, I do not.
You should probably pull that up here at some point, and we can maybe play it for the viewers.
I got a lot on my mind at the moment.
What you got going on?
Give me back the screen here for a second. Well, I mean, Joe Ray mentioned, a lot of people on Twitter mentioned it, that, you know, we could go back down and see 3,200 on Bitcoin, et cetera. And I guess my thoughts are, you know, you still got to be able to put trades on, risk reward, et cetera. If you followed any of the buys that we've given off the software, like the latest one's 52.50. I mean, if you're long from there, I'd probably trail a stop, probably a break even. So if we come back down, just throw that position away. Same back here at 5,000. I mean, if we give that up, we're probably headed maybe to 4,800. But all these buys down here, I mean, you know, 4,600 I could see on a scare, maybe some type of news. Again, I'm not looking for that. I don't think that would turn the charts bearish. A 4,500, 4,400, especially a 4,200. If those levels are reached, then I would say that 3,200 would be back in the cards for another spike new low. So if you bought anything down here, I mean, you could trail a 4,500 stop maybe, 4,400. kind of piece it out. But otherwise, I mean, I think you gotta be able to put trades on as you go real time and buy dips. Try to use some risk reward, and because this could still be the run to 30,000. If you're sitting around looking for 3,200, I mean, you're getting left behind. You should be long here with trailing stops, and hoping that we're not going down. But if we start giving up crucial levels, then you could lighten up, etc. So just sitting around looking for levels. Twitter's always about levels and where we're going and blah blah blah. And I don't think any of that's that meaningful. You got to try to figure out a way to trade it. So, somebody mentioned Litecoin, cup and handle on the daily. I think James mentioned that. So go to the 1 day. This is what everyone would be looking at then. I mean, this would be a cup down here with a handle. I mean, that definitely looks like that. Maybe Peter Brandt will get on that in the next day or two. So he just tweeted, didn't he just tweet a little bit ago that, what was it, weekly moving average?
You should have your Twitter up right there. Look it up.
Yeah, the moving average just went to, I don't know if that was on here.
Go to the top right and search them. Yeah.
Peter Brandt. So I think he just tweeted this. He's talking about benchmark weekly moving average is at the same place it was back November 2015 when we was at 340 on the way to 19,800. So that was a breakout there, which led to the bull move, and he's saying we just did another breakout. So that'd be interesting. And if that's the case, then yeah, Litecoin probably just did a cup and handle and ready to rock and roll. So that could be true. And then somebody mentioned Decred. That's one that I knew some of the developers and thought that was a sleeper you want to be looking at. Let's go back to the 4 hour I like to look at. I mean, if you're for some Wyckoff here, I mean, yeah, ton of selling down here into this area. You can see all the red bars. So some type of selling climax, maybe the automatic rally, secondary test, a few springs down here, sign of strength, last point of support. And now we're just trying to, if things would firm up here again, then you could easily, there we go. Forgot I had I think that's probably an appropriate resistance mark. So, but today we came down to 24, now we're back to 26. I would think Decred gets back here to this 27.62. It's probably going to be some big money running to it. So you had a little bit of volume coming in here on that move up, and you had a little bit of volume in here. So by Wyckoff, yeah, that could be one that could start to take over here and move higher. So we'll keep a watch on Decred. Thanks, James B. Then he mentions ETC. Let's look at that one here. Another one that we had looked at. Got a little deep here, but has put itself back together. Big volume here on the green bars. We had to buy out the software down here, I know, at 420. So that one could dig in as well. So if Bitcoin continues higher, I think some of these coins could follow up and push us higher.
You should go to your Twitter and go to Grayscale and pop on that commercial. Drop gold, buy Bitcoin. Gonna be hitting the television sets, I believe, here soon. I don't know what they're gonna be paying for, but I know it is on Yahoo Finance and others.
Gold.
Right there.
Are you living in the past? Why did you invest in gold? Are you living in the past? In a digital world, gold shouldn't weigh down your portfolio. You see where things are going. Digital currencies like Bitcoin are the future. They're secure, borderless, and unlike gold, they actually have utility. Leave the pack behind. It's time to drop gold. Go digital. Go Grayscale.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I think you guys can hear that. On top of that, really what they're targeting is you kind of see there the old money are the ones fighting over the gold or having trouble moving it or dropping it. And you got to understand that right now the investable, Barry goes on and talks about this on Yahoo Finance, But really, there's this whole millennial group, of which 18 to 35, where a large percentage all hold some form of cryptocurrency, and some only invest in cryptocurrency. Now, I don't recommend that, but that's just the way things are going. Specifically, they also invest digitally via Acorns or Robinhood app or something like that, mobile applications. He's saying that all these individuals are set to inherit trillions of dollars in the coming years. You know, their grandparents and their parents are getting much older. A lot of this old money wealth that may be in gold and silver is going to then go to these individuals. You're assuming they're probably going to sell and then get into the digital assets. Now, I do have an antique store, help my sister run it. And what do I see a lot of? I see a lot of individuals who inherit gold, silver coins, who inherit, silver certificates like paper money, collectibles, and what are they all trying to do? Immediately when they get it, they're trying to liquidate it. They're trying to sell it for cash. Now, I don't know if they're going to buy Bitcoin, investing, or just blowing it, but nonetheless, I think that really hints at the mindset of a lot of this younger generation. They don't care about antiques. They don't care about silver and gold. They care about whatever, the newest iPhone, and then when they do invest, it is digitally. What do they have access to? Digital stocks via Robinhood, and then also now Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, Doge, and the list goes on and on. So we'll see if that trend continues. But I think definitely interesting timing for Grayscale to launch that commercial. And then on top of that, they said the reason they're doing it now is Bitcoin has had a nice little bit of a run. They're seeing more institutions come into play, and they believe, they agree with me and Todd, that the bottom is in at 31.24, and we're not going to revisit that point maybe ever in history once again. So only time will tell. But they put their money where their mouth is because that's the only commercial they made, and they're trying to wait for the right time to launch it, to get more individuals to invest in their products, to invest in GBTC, and to ultimately invest in Bitcoin.
Bring me back. I'm going to go KMD here. We talked about this the other day. This looks like preliminary support over here at this 92 level, which I thought would maybe catch it over here, which it did. We're having a good day today, about 7%, I think it is, up here at 107. I still think KMD can dig out here and move to the upside as well. And here's OMG, which can't say as much there. I mean, we did have a decent rally off the lows with some decent green bars down here, and we've had nothing on the pullback, so maybe it can get going here. Probably own it here with a $1.50 stop.
We have Estage wanting you to look at Lyft. I know that is a recent IPO, so not much history there, but maybe Todd can take a look. And then while you're looking at stocks, you got to do some bragging on Shopify. This is one that we've been talking about here on YouTube as well as Patreon, and it's almost a double up at this point in a few months for a stock that is pretty crazy.
Yeah, Shopify touched 260 today, so still not overbought. So I'm still long that for long-term accounts, but yeah, that's been a nice one. I was long Square, got stopped out this morning with like a $1.80 loss or something. So Square, and we're back to
I'm looking to buy it back.
We're back to an oversold technometer. So at the close, it wasn't. During the day, it was a little bit more oversold. So we're 39.63. I had bought here at 71.29, I think it was. So I'd have got stopped out this morning's opening at 69.81. So a $1.50 loss or so there, but probably give it another day or so and see the technometer can come down and more oversold. And then I'm still long. Let's go over TLT, and I want to go over Bitcoin about something here real quick. There's a TLT that I'm still long with a stop down here at this 122 level. I mentioned it could go back up, maybe do a flat, and we did have 2 strong days off the Fed news and then a sell-off today. So hopefully this will be a flat, and then we'll continue to the upside.
Don't forget to look at Lyft too for Estage.
That's not going to be in the software.
Okay.
So I'll have to add that one. One thing I want to look about Bitcoin, I keep showing everybody, that we're in these 3 and 4 waves, I think, and still trying to work higher, or maybe still in this 4th. The reason I think that, if you go to our software on the 5-minute chart, which I just had up, there we are. It is kind of interesting because you can see here, as we talked about this live on air, this was an ABC correction in the volume on the lower left, and price held up, so that's why I was friendly over here. And then really looks like we go 5 waves up to new highs, but you can see volume didn't go to new highs and couldn't catch up. So that kind of makes you think that this was maybe a 4th, and that was a failed 5th. And then we've come down again. Well, it kind of looks like an ABC down. The problem is here is this last rally here from 52 to 55, the volume is not coming in again, looking a little suspect. Like maybe from this wave 5 top in price, maybe we've had an ABC down and maybe ABC up. Maybe we're going to triangulate here, or maybe we're going to come back down to 5,200 for a flat. So, I watch volume a lot and with price to see sometimes volume will give you a better read than price. So, but I think all of this action kind of tells you that we're doing these wave 4, wave 5s until we really move to the upside again here shortly. So, just wanted to show that.
Awesome. We got Anthony Rossano in here saying we love you guys. Well, we love you too, Anthony. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Obviously, we do this for entertainment purposes, not financial advice, but we're here to try to help educate you guys and also help make some good trades. Also, we have people like Johnny M. Cool and others who know a lot more than what I do about particular cryptocurrencies that provide a lot of good information. Johnny M. Cool for EOS. Tony M. is in the house. He's been the one that followed OMG for a very long time and now is very in tune with what is going on with Cosmos and Atom. I did tell Patreons that, hey, somebody I know said fair market value for ATOM is anything below $4. Don't really chase above that. That was from Tony M. That did play out if you did buy some at $360, $370. There was a recent run to near $6, back down to around, what is it now? Or maybe near $5. I think we're sitting at something like $4.50 right now. So definitely one to keep an eye on. Personally, I've not really bought much Atoms or Cosmos. Kind of waiting for the dust to settle, let all these exchange listing go, and then see if I can reevaluate and find a better entry with more liquidity provided there as well. So,
people have wrenches because they're proving they're not dumbasses, and they provide some value to the channel. So, and we've been here for quite a while.
There you go.
A couple of years. So
Tony M, also, if you have any other information that you think people should know about Cosmos or why they should use it or why they should buy it, then throw it in this comment section below. And again, yes, if you stick around, you show up to a couple shows, you ask some good questions, you get a wrench as well. It really keeps the riffraff, the spam, and just the outright idiots, to, for the lack of a better word, out of the channel and out of the chat box at least. Which is really what everybody needs here. We're here to have a little bit of fun, but really we have real jobs, we have Patreon, we have a lot of things going on. We're here for one reason. We're here to make money. That's what it's all about. That's what I think everybody's here for, to learn how to use these products. You learn how to use blockchain technology, and if we can make some good trades and make some fiat or more Bitcoin while we're doing it, that's what it's all about. So yes, we're here to have fun, but we're here for an hour, so we try to keep all the junk out of the comment section. All right, here we go. Let's do our giveaway. We got to head over here to the YouTube channel. If you guys only catch us live, make sure to check out our YouTube homepage. We do have reviews, interviews with John McAfee, Thomas Lee, Charles Hoskinson, Ethereum Classic, and others. Give it a watch and give it a like. So this giveaway is going to be from our last live show together. So I'll go ahead and copy that URL.
Let's make a comment. Joe Ray's right. I mean, it does take some time to put this together, especially for Nick, because I trade from this office all day long. So all I got to do is sit here. Nick's got to drive from his other full-time job, drive in traffic, got to drive home. I mean, well, you're wasting like 3 hours to do an hour show.
Yeah, just to be here with you guys. So it's all worth it in the end, though. It's all worth it in the end. Here we go. 1 in 40 chance to win yourself 10,000 RPD. And the winner is Sunjam Amiv. There you go. Go Rapids RPD. And there is his Telegram handle, because I can actually send him RPD directly to that Telegram handle via the RPD kickback. So congratulations. You are 10,000 RPD richer. And if you guys want some free cryptocurrencies, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section below with that Rapids wallet address or your Telegram handle. All these things we ask you to do, because apparently in YouTube's shitty algorithms, it helps them out. I know you can hit the notification bell, but only about 50% of you get the notifications at any given time. So we do everything we can to help the algo so we get more live viewers, more subscribers, and then hopefully you guys see our videos pop up as you're just browsing the internet at home, or you're on Facebook, or whatever you guys do for fun nowadays.
What's up, Crypto Kiwi?
All right, Todd, you're up while I give this guy his RPD.
Hilton or somebody mentioned, I think, ADA, so not much really to add there. I mean, we've had a decent rally. Looks like a 50% retracement. Volume is pretty low here on the retracement. People could start talking about head and shoulders bottom, left shoulder over here, head and right shoulder. I do think it's interesting. It came down to this level and caught support maybe here. So not real strong, but one that still could come alive. And then XRP, again, real quick. XRP, we had called we're kind of a little long at these levels, a hair higher from back here. We had a good buy signal out the software, and we're calling that a spring and a test. Mentioned earlier, I'd really hate to see these levels at 0.297 give away, and definitely would not want to see the 0.276 give away. So let's see if Ripple can dig in here and get something going. RVN, I think that was one that popped, right? That you got. This is RVN BTC.
Yeah. So if you were with us in Patreon, we were in on those lows. That was one that we were mining and saying to accumulate down there. When it had that massive rally, we sold into that first peak, halfway up to the second peak and into the second peak. We put on to sell into all that strength. As I did see it going back down to around 900 Satoshis is when I said I'm not even looking at Raven again until we go to 900 sats. Well, where's that low at there, Todd? Scroll that mouse to there. 840 sats. Calling that big of a drop from the top. That is where I said to start looking at it once again. At this point, all that has done for me is I've stopped selling my daily mining rewards, and I think we might see a little bit further of a pullback around 800 sats to give you another opportunity to buy some RVN.
And there's RVN USD, which I like to look at, and that chart looks pretty constructive. So let's look at BCH USD real quick. This is one that
look at that gap over there to the left. That's got to get filled at some point.
And then this was a nice ABC down, and then if you go in, this is the daily, which I want to get off of. Go back to 15 minutes. I really want to see a breakdown here, 250-ish or so, and I probably would nibble on this. So we're getting a little bit of selling here last 30 minutes. This could be an ABC flat. Support down here at 252. So I think I'd be a buyer down here on 252 to 258 if you get it. That might be all right because this is a pretty big run from the 226 to 280. So there could be more of that to come. And that's about everything I would needed to show.
Awesome. I want to grab the screen one more time. A little bit of a shout out to Dustin Nelson. This is his new digital asset services.tech. If you guys are looking for any kind of crypto gear, I bought some that I'm going to hang up on my wall. I bought a Bitcoin, one of these, and a Rapids, one of these big frame pictures. But also we're going to get some more to do more giveaways. We gave away one of these Litecoin ones to a Patreon member on Tuesday. But really, come check it out. He's got coasters and different things, LED lights. But I just wanted to give him a shout out because he did add Learn Crypto to his website here. It's like, what is Bitcoin? He put our channel on here. And if you're interested in the Wyckoff and cryptocurrency trading course, if you actually access that via his website, you automatically get a 10% discount. So pretty cool, kind of a way to get you to come over here to purchase the course and maybe see something you like. But shout out to Dustin Nelson. I'm glad you finally took it to the next step. And I know you're listening in from the workshop, probably making the $100 worth of signs I just ordered from you. So don't look up to type anything right now. Keep that laser burning because I need these signs. Do you guys have any further questions, comments, concerns? Do you guys have any technical analysis you want Todd to look at? Do you have any fundamental questions for me, kind of like the Qdom one and others? And we'll see what we got going on.
What up, Jet?
Jet is listening in from Japan. Welcome back, Jet. Jet, where's your picture at? Also, Jet, you need to hit me up.
There it is.
Oh, it popped up. There it goes. You need to hit me up about that mining issue you had, and we'll see if we can get you all straightened out.
There's Mrs. B.
There she is. Wifey.
What kind of picture she got on there?
Who knows?
EOS.
Tony M. talking about DPoS with Tezos, Cosmos, Definity, and others. There's going to be some incredible fundamental development coming this year. And he says he purposely left out EOS, which is very interesting because if you like DPoS, obviously EOS has some flaws, it has some good things, but they just launched their Rex. On top of that, they have a ton of funding from Novogratz and others. And then lastly, they're apparently having some massive news coming out in June. I really think there's an opportunity here to get involved, earn some EOS via the Rex platform with the proof of stake they have going on there, and probably see a rally leading into and beyond June of 2019. Personal opinion, not financial advice. Do your own research. But we're definitely looking for some entries in EOS over in Patreon and the private Discord, because I personally believe there's a great opportunity there. Anything to add, Todd? Anything to add? We got, we're about 15 minutes early, Todd. We didn't have as much news really to go over, really. What I would do is go to your Twitter real quick. Another little short video for these people.
Hold on, let's go BTC.
Okay.
Kiwi ask. Not much to add here. Not too impressed with this. And really not much to add. So I can't give much there.
You think the opportunity cost to invest in that versus other crypto assets is just not really worth it?
There's got to be other coins acting better. I'd rather be on a stronger coin. And then you mentioned what now in video?
Go search and type Pocket Node.
Pocket.
Space Node. That second one right there. They should have a video on their first tweet, maybe.
This one?
Yeah, click on that. Scroll down. Put the volume on.
Icon. Next, create a user login by pressing the plus icon in the bottom right corner.
So this is for you that have been like, man, it's just too hard to set up masternodes and participate in passive income. Here's an app that just launched.
Which masternode you have collateral for. Then, click Start Masternode. For simple deployment, click Transfer Coins to our wallet. A coin address appears. Copy it and send the exact amount for a node plus any transfer fees to the address provided. For this example, we will use Rapids. 10 million Rapids is required for a masternode. You may need to send a few more Rapids to cover the transfer fees. Lastly, do not close the app. Wait for confirmation. Name your masternode and the server name, and then select a region to launch from and click Start. Pocket Nodes, the easiest solution for your masternodes and coin staking setup.
There's getting more and more opportunities in there to really participate on these networks. I'm sure maybe they'll be adding one of these DPoS or something in the future. Who knows? Currently on there, I know they have a few masternodes like Dash, Pivx, Rapids, and others. It's just a way to participate on the network, making it easier. Why did that show that? Yes, it shows Rapids. Yes, I think Pocket Nodes is a great new innovative thing for masternode holders or people who want to set up masternodes. But really, the reason I show that is because in order for crypto to reach the masses, is the general user interface needs to be simple. People don't even need to know what blockchain technology is. They just need to download an app and use it. They can spend it. They can earn with it. They can get rewards with it. They can do whatever. That is when mass adoption truly comes, and that's when the price of these crypto assets go to, what's not even fathomable. People aren't using it just for investments or speculation at that point. They're using it on a day-to-day purpose via one of the many use cases that are available. Either it's peer-to-peer transactions, purchasing power, in-app developments, in-app gameplay, whatever it may be. But that's when things are going to really come to fruition here in this ecosystem.
And the other day I was at the bowling alley and I was kind of looking at my charts. So you want to slide over to me?
Yeah.
Getting ready for our next buy signal from our software.
No, you got to push the sound bite with that one.
No, we better get away from that one. That's too funny. I had to laugh. That's all I got. 5480 Bitcoin.
Nate Youngman says, my staking wallet app is much better and better coins in my opinion. Well, my staking wallet does have Lynda. It does have Nolix. It does have Volk. It also has Rapids Network, and it does have some others as well. So we'll wait and see. Pocket Node just launched on Android. They're about to launch on iOS. So we'll see which one is cheaper. We'll see which one is easier. And primarily I had to show that just to kind of discuss the general user interface and how easy things need to become for people to really start using crypto assets. And then how can I not show the video when out of all the cryptos they had, they spotlighted Rapids? And I mean, we got to show that one. You got to take the freebie shill when we got it, right, Todd?
Exactly. You don't get many freebies. What up, Clifford?
And Brandon Fuller says, one Dash Masternode. Hey, we're bouncing around the idea on our Patreon and our Discord to do a pooled Dash Masternode. Currently, Dash Masternodes are around $100,000 or $160,000. But we're talking about pooling your funds together, getting a Dash Masternode up and running on the VPN, and writing up a contract to when the ROI as well as the underlying can and will be sold and separated out proportionally to the holder. So maybe another reason to join the Patreon. We'll see if we make that a reality. But I do have a lawyer available that can write up a contract in a jiffy, and I have several hosting platforms that I can easily host that Masternode as well. So we'll see.
And over at Learn Crypto, we did have a course sale I mentioned to Fabio de Oliveira.
Oh, there you go.
And I think we mentioned, we forgot Miguel there a month ago.
Shout out. Welcome to Learn Crypto family. Welcome to now almost 1,000 students over at learncrypto.io with the Wyckoff and cryptocurrency trading course. Yes, we're on here as much as we can. Yes, we're on Patreon. But learn how to chart yourself, and then you can double check with Todd and Patreon, because you can make those trades without us. You're not waiting for trade signals. You can read, see the chart, and maybe you'll find stuff, bring it to the attention of us, and we can let everybody else know about your great find.
And at wyckoffsmi.com, Eduardo, I forget the last name. He graduated today. So Carrie's got a cool certificate that she did for him. So shout out to Eduardo. Passing
Shout
the
out
Wyckoff
to
Unleashed.
Sungam Aim. Sorry, I'm botching your name, but that was the winner that we just gave away the 10,000 from. Says, thanks, Nick. You are the best. There you go. If we say we're doing a giveaway, we're giving it away.
I'd agree. Go back through the course again, Craig. Cool. And make sure you ask me questions if you got it. It's really easy to ask me questions live on the website. I usually answer those, unless it's 4 in the morning.
Josh says Barack Obama on 5/2/18.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, after the presidency, he had to get his trade on. He's in Bitcoin now.
He won. You know what? He won the course.
He did win the free course. You're right.
I think he won the course.
That is too funny.
Yeah, Brock's a good client.
Well, that's about all we got. That's our crypto technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed what you heard here. Follow us on Twitter, right there in the bottom left. You can ask us questions. You can check out our tweets, comments. We'll be on there. And check out patreon.com/learncrypto if you want more of a VIP 24/7 experience with Todd and I. We do have a $10 a month for just patreon.com. $30 a month gets you patreon.com, a private Discord, as well as Palm Beach Confidential and Palm Beach Trader discussions, along with the Patreon-only giveaways. So if you got a couple extra dollars or you just want more information, hope to see you join Discord. It is the beginning of the month, so now that is the time to do it. And we will have a Patreon-only live show coming up here in a few weeks. What you got, Todd? Is that it?
That's about it, I think.
No more questions. Guys, Bitcoin, what do we think here? We're at $54.93. Are we going to hit $6,000 or $5,000 first? $6,000 or $5,000? We'll end it on that. Throw your responses in the comments section. And until next time, stay tuned for your daily updates on cryptocurrencies right here at Learn Crypto.
Peace out.
Hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.